What I'm about to share still sends shivers down my spine even now. At 52, after nearly 2 decades in the corporate labyrinth of sterling solutions, I've learned to keep my composure. Few things can unsettle me now. You believe you've witnessed everything, don't you? The whispers of ambition, the tangled loyalties, the unspoken desires that simmer beneath the surface. Yet this felt unlike anything else. I'm Margaret, but to those who aren't counting my dollars, I'm just Maggie. As a senior project manager, I excel in my role, dependable and perhaps a touch conventional, finding comfort in the rhythm of order. My desk is often a reflection of my heart, neat on the surface, but tangled with unspoken feelings beneath. Snapshots of my 2 grown children, Emily and Joshua, sit close to my monitor, pens poised in their holder, a coaster beneath my ever-present mug of Earl Grey. The office feels ordinary, yet there's an unspoken tension in the air. Endless rows of cubicles bathed in the harsh glow of buzzing fluorescent lights, casting a sickly greenish hue over everything, as if hiding secrets just out of reach. You're familiar with that kind. Faded beach walls, a soft gray carpet underfoot, and the quiet whisper of the HVAC, all hinting at secrets shared in hushed tones. Lost in a haze, perhaps that's what you'd say. Robert Thompson, my boss, is the CEO. And there's something about him that pulls at my heartstrings. Not just any manager, the one who calls the shots. He's perhaps a decade my senior, always impeccably tailored, with piercing eyes that seem to see right through me, never one to waste a single word. Demands reverence, you see. He's not unkind, just guarded, as if holding back something deeper. Bound by duty. Our encounters are brief yet charged, filled with unspoken tension and fleeting glances, the routine of work masking something deeper. Nothing that could ever foreshadow the storm ahead. He's always been the untouchable Mr. Grayson. He was all business, yet beneath that polished exterior lay a heart full of secrets, yearning for something more, something forbidden. Imagine this. It was a Tuesday, an ordinary day, yet something felt undeniably different. It was an ordinary Tuesday, cloaked in gray and drizzled with the bittersweet chill of late October. A day where time feels like a cruel tease, each tick of the clock stretching the moments painfully after lunch. Lost in the tangled web of quarterly budget projections, I found myself drowning in spreadsheets that felt like cryptic messages from another world. My mind was a hazy blur, a mix of warmth and confusion. As the world around them faded, they paused, caught in a moment that felt both brief and unexpected. The familiar sounds of the day winding down filled the air, the gentle zip of laptop bags, the soft clatter of keys slipping into purses, and the hushed whispers of farewells. I thought I could steal another 30 minutes, maybe an hour, to wrap my mind around these numbers before the long drive home. That's when our eyes met. Robert, my heart races at the mere thought of you, lingering at the boundary of my cubicle. That was unexpected. He seldom stepped into the bustling bullpen, only doing so when the reason was clear and unavoidable. Most of the time you found yourself drawn to his office, the one with the breathtaking view and that tempting espresso machine. He lingered for a moment, his gaze not quite meeting mine, yet hovering in my direction, charged with unspoken tension. He swallowed hard, the air thick with unspoken words. "Margaret," he whispered, his voice shaking with quiet emotion. His voice dropped, a whisper laced with something unspoken. I glanced up, heart racing, caught between the mundane and the thrill of something more. "Yes, Robert." I instinctively straightened my posture, a rush of unspoken feelings coursing through me. Familiar echoes. Can we steal a moment together? When will you be ready to say goodbye? My heart raced, sensing the danger that lay ahead. Financial constraints. Is it really happening? Have I ruined everything beyond repair? Memories flooded my thoughts, each one more intense than the last. Did I let time slip away from me? Did something go wrong? It's complicated, isn't it? Your mind races with the darkest possibilities. I held it together, my voice barely betraying the storm inside. I was about to wrap things up. Can you spare just 5 minutes for me? He nodded, a swift, almost hesitant gesture. My secret haven, then, if you could. He turned away, retreating down the executive corridor, his footsteps hauntingly soft against the faded carpet. Now the butterflies in my stomach took flight. This was more than just a fleeting visit to my office. This weighed on my heart. I hurriedly saved my spreadsheet, my fingers trembling as they danced awkwardly over the keyboard. I grabbed my purse and turned off my computer, each movement feeling strangely automatic, as if I were caught in a trance. My heart was performing a frantic little dance within my chest. Each step down the hallway to his office stretched out, heavy with unspoken feelings. The soft carpet swallowed my footsteps, wrapping the room in a haunting stillness. The light felt softer, more intimate, as if it held secrets of its own. Sleek surfaces, vibrant art whispering secrets, the allure of a world just out of reach. His door lingered open, just a whisper away from being closed. I knocked softly. Step inside, Margaret. I gently opened the door and slipped inside. His office was expansive, yet every detail felt carefully curated, hinting at secrets just beneath the surface. The city skyline stretched beyond the floor-to-ceiling windows, raindrops racing down the glass, turning the vibrant lights below into soft, blurred whispers of color. He was absent from his grand mahogany desk, a subtle break from the routine that stirred something deep within me. He stood by the window, gazing outside, his back turned just enough to keep me at a distance. He motioned to the 2 leather armchairs positioned close to his desk, beside a low coffee table, inviting yet charged with unspoken tension. Come, sit with me for a moment. I sat, perched on the edge of the plush chair, my heart racing as I clutched my purse tightly in my lap. The leather was cool against my fingertips, a secret touch that sent shivers through me. The air was tinged with the scent of polished wood and the rich aroma of his beloved coffee. As he turned away from the window, my heart skipped a beat, and I realized something profound. He glanced, exhausted, not merely weary from the day, but burdened by something profound. Lines danced around his eyes, unnoticed until now, and his once flawless posture felt just a touch more relaxed. He brushed his fingers through his salt and pepper hair, a gesture that felt both unexpected and intimate. His eyes flickered with uncertainty. My boss, the composed CEO, seemed unexpectedly vulnerable. He settled into the chair across from me, leaning in just a bit, his hands gently intertwined between his knees. He lingered in silence, his eyes locked onto mine, a moment stretched between us, electric and unspoken. It felt different this time, almost tender, yet laced with an unspoken tension. It was a moment suspended in time, yearning, exposed. It lingered in the air, an unspoken tension that I couldn't define. The silence lingered, heavy with unshared feelings. The only sound was the soft whisper of rain against the window, a secret serenade in the stillness. My thoughts were a whirlwind. What's happening between us? At last, he inhaled deeply, the weight of unspoken feelings hanging in the air. The noise pierced through the stillness of the room. Margaret, my heart feels for you in the quiet of this moment. Every stolen glance ignites a fire within me, yet we tread a line we dare not cross. A quiet pull draws us closer, even as the world reminds us to keep our distance. In this fleeting moment, I wish for nothing more than to hold you, even if just for a heartbeat. He started anew, his voice a soft, trembling secret. I have a secret, something just for you. There's a secret I've kept hidden from everyone around me. My breath hitched, a secret longing stirring within me. Intimate. Is this from Robert Thompson? This felt utterly surreal. My meticulously built realm of spreadsheets and project timelines suddenly felt like it was spiraling out of control. I simply nodded, words escaping me, bracing for the revelation that would change everything. What he whispered next. That's when everything spiraled out of control. There I sat, on the edge of that luxurious leather chair, my heart racing wildly, caught in a moment of anticipation. The air in Robert's office felt thick, charged with unspoken tension. Something that pulls at the heart, a fleeting moment that feels both thrilling and wrong. Yearning. Fear. I truly couldn't say. The rain whispered against the glass, a gentle reminder of the tension that lingered in the air between us. Robert stared at his clasped hands, lost in thought, searching for the courage to face what lay ahead. When he lifted his gaze, our eyes locked in a moment that felt both electric and wrong. His carefully crafted facade had slipped away. Entirely. What I glimpsed was unguarded fragility, a hint of exhaustion, and something more profound. Could it be longing? Margaret, he whispered, his voice low yet resolute. For 30 years, my life has been a series of perfect answers, yet my heart yearns for something more elusive. Creating it, nurturing it, holding on to it. It's been everything we shouldn't have. He hesitated, his hand sweeping uncertainly through the air in the lavish office. This moment feels electric, charged with unspoken words and lingering glances. It's a connection that ignites the heart, yet dances on the edge of what should be. Every heartbeat echoes the thrill of the forbidden, a secret longing that binds us closer, even as the world outside remains unaware. Quiet looks, soft words, the weight of feelings left unsaid. Consumes me. Or rather, he amended with a bittersweet smile, it's what others believe shapes my essence. I nodded slowly, my heart racing, caught in the moment, unsure of what lay ahead but unable to look away. It was undeniable. Robert Thompson was the perfect answer to everyone's problems, including my own. He leaned back just a bit, yet the tension in his body lingered. Yet, there's a deeper truth lurking beneath the surface. A secret I've held close, hidden away from the world, separated by walls, yet drawn together by an undeniable pull. He paused once more, longing for the perfect words to bridge the distance between them. I'd write, he whispered, the promise lingering like a secret between us. Your words lingered, and I found myself lost in a moment, heart racing. Are you talking about reports? Is it me, miss? It felt wrong to even think it, but my mind couldn't reconcile Robert Thompson, the powerful CEO, with the image of a writer. A fleeting, secretive smile graced his lips. Absolutely not, anything but that. I pour my heart onto the page. Whispers of longing, stolen glances. A love that dances on the edge of what should never be. Each heartbeat a secret. Each sigh a promise, wrapped in the thrill of the unallowed. Whispers of longing, stolen glances. A love that dances on the edge of what should never be. Heartbeats quicken in the shadows, where emotion stirs deeply, warm yet fleeting. Each moment is a secret, a fragile thread binding two souls in a world that forbids their union. A quiet feeling lingers, tender and bittersweet, as they navigate the delicate balance between yearning and restraint. My gaze lingered on him, a mix of longing and unspoken desire. If he had confessed to being a rodeo clown under the stars, I might have felt a flicker of understanding. Robert Thompson, a master of numbers and deals, whose calm demeanor masked a heart that yearned for something more than just success. Whispers of longing, hidden glances, a love that dances in shadows. Each heartbeat a secret, each touch a stolen moment. The world fades away, leaving only the ache of desire and the thrill of the forbidden. The difference was breathtaking. It was like unearthing a hidden world within the rigid confines of reality, where your strict math teacher revealed a delicate side, painting whimsical fairies in secret. He caught the disbelief in my eyes and let out a brief, bittersweet laugh, as if acknowledging the unspoken tension between us. Understand. Hardly aligns with the vision, does it? Honestly, no. It truly doesn't, does it? Oh, Robert, what a surprise. Whispers of longing, stolen glances. A love that dances on the edge of what should never be. Each heartbeat echoes the thrill of the unspoken, a fragile connection that ignites the soul. In the shadows, passion blooms, defying the world outside. It began in the halls of our youth. He pressed on, a hint of relief washing over him now that the secret was laid bare. Just a fleeting moment. Then everything changed. Everything hangs in the balance. Yet I could never truly let go. It turned into an escape. Path to understanding emotions. To glimpse a world beyond the confines of this chair. He motioned to his formidable desk, a barrier between them. He gazed out the window once more, lost in the rain-soaked view that felt both distant and achingly close. 4 years, it has remained hidden in the shadows of my heart. She always knew, even before the end came. He spoke of her absence in hushed tones, a fleeting sorrow flickering across his features, yet he quickly turned away from the ache. Yet a quiet weight hangs in the silence. No one in my work life felt wrong yet so right. Fragile, perhaps. Definitely not how a CEO should be spending his time. My heart raced, struggling to merge the fierce executive with this tender, secretive soul. Dreamer. In an instant, memories rushed back, each one a whisper of what once was. A surprising whisper exchanged in the midst of a meeting. A surprising glimpse into a heart that felt forbidden. In the quiet moments, his eyes held a secret, a longing that flickered when he believed he was unseen. Why must we hide this longing in the shadows? Why are you sharing this with me, Robert? I whispered, the question lingering in the stillness between us. But why at this moment? His eyes met mine again, and the heat of his stare took my breath away. Because, he whispered, each word heavy with meaning, I've been sharing parts of my soul. Behind a veil of secrecy, of course. A small literary journal has taken an interest in publishing a collection of whispered secrets. Robert, that's so beautiful. I gasped, my heart fluttering, feeling a rush of warmth that he would open up to me like this. Congratulations, but it feels like a bittersweet moment, doesn't it? That's monumental. He nodded, yet a shadow of conflict lingered in his eyes. It is indeed. And I yearn to embrace it. Truly do. But it means embracing it more openly. Stepping into the light, even if just for a moment, feels like a daring escape from the darkness. And honestly, Margaret, he leaned in closer. His voice barely above a whisper. I'm considering pulling away. Not right now, but the thought lingers in the shadows. Perhaps stepping away from the CEO position in the coming years. That was the part that felt so wrong yet so right. Robert Thompson, departing from Sterling Solutions. It felt utterly impossible. It was everything to him, yet he knew he shouldn't feel this way. I stepped back, my heart racing, unable to comprehend what had just happened. This, he murmured as he pointed between us, this secret we were about to unveil. It has pushed me to face my true desires for what lies ahead. Should I push myself to the edge, knowing the cost? Or do I dare to uncover this hidden side of me? The secret I've buried deep within my heart for ages. His gaze lingered on me, charged with unspoken longing. I'm sharing this with you, Margaret, because I believe in you. Your judgment has always meant the world to me, your ability to keep our secrets safe. We're not supposed to be together like this. You see right through me. You perceive what remains hidden from everyone else. And he added, a faint smile returning, you don't seem like the type to mock a CEO who pours his heart into poetry. A warmth blossomed in my chest. An unexpected bond with this man I believed I understood, yet realized I did not. He looked at me not merely as an employee, but as someone he could trust with his secrets. A reaction that stirred something deep within. No, Robert, I whispered, my heart racing. I couldn't bring myself to laugh. Believe it is. Incredible. Honestly. We lingered in silence, the air thick with unspoken words. Everything between us changed forever. He had become so much more than that. He was a man torn by a deep choice, uncovering a secret part of himself. The sterile office transformed into a secret haven, a whisper of intimacy amidst the relentless corporate grind. The rain fell softly, blurring the city lights into a dreamy haze beyond the window. In that moment, I sensed that my carefully structured life had been beautifully, yet dangerously, appended. Describing it as amazing barely scratched the surface. My mind was still reeling, struggling to grasp the sight of Robert Thompson, the formidable titan of industry, bent over a notebook, pouring his heart into verses. The silence that lingered felt charged, a delicate pause between two hearts that dared not speak. It was a moment that lingered, charged with unspoken desires. Lost in thought, burdened by his confession yet strangely liberated by its utterance, perhaps for the first time in this way. The rain had turned to a gentle drizzle, and the city lights beyond the glass glimmered like secrets, sharp and bright against the darkening sky. Robert exhaled deeply, the weight of unspoken feelings lifting from his shoulders. It felt as if a cold, unyielding figure was beginning to melt, revealing a hint of warmth beneath the surface. "Thank you, Margaret," he murmured, his voice softening, a hint of warmth breaking through the usual coolness. "It holds a depth you can't imagine." I sank into the plush armchair, echoing his relaxed demeanor, a silent connection lingering in the air between us. My shock was giving way to a whirlwind of feelings, each more intense than the last. A deep respect for his concealed desires, a tenderness for his unveiled fragility, and I won't deny, a spark of curiosity ignited within me. Who was he truly? After all those years together, it was as if I was seeing him anew, a spark igniting in the shadows of our shared past. I started with a tremor of uncertainty, my heart racing with unspoken longing. This pseudonym and the chapbook. What kind of poetry stirs your heart? If you don't mind me asking, could you share your thoughts? A fleeting smile, unexpected and charged with unspoken longing. Go ahead and ask, Margaret, but it's hard to put into words. This isn't about business, I promise you that. He hesitated, lost in thought. Just fleeting glances, really. Stolen glances. The soft glow on weathered walls, the solitude of dawn's embrace in the city, whispers of memories lingering in the air. His eyes wandered to the window, searching for meaning, or perhaps just the beauty, in the everyday moments we often overlook. I could see it clearly, and oddly it felt right. His quiet intensity captivated me, the way he could lose himself in a single point, oblivious to everything else around us. Perhaps that same intensity could be used to seize those brief, stolen moments in words. It whispers. Stunning. I give it with all my heart. It's what we must do, he said. His voice barely above a whisper. Just for me, then. A delicate balance. He glanced over his shoulder, a spark of something unspoken lingering between us. And that's why I must share this with you. This change, if I choose to embrace it, will be anything but easy. Sterling craves a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Craves a gentle touch. He sighed, feeling the weight of his words. I need someone from the company, someone I can trust completely as I find my way through this tangled mess. Someone who knows the game, yet feels the unspoken connection, understands this. He gestured softly, hinting at the unvoiced truth, the longing, the chance for something more. My heart fluttered with a secret thrill. Was he reaching out for something more? Need some guidance? Felt like a dream. I held the title of Senior Project Manager. Skilled in my role, undeniably. Yet I remain on the outskirts of the inner circle, far from the whispers of succession and the allure of high-stakes strategy. Robert, it means a lot that you trust me, I replied softly. I'll do anything for you, no matter the cost. I can't help but wonder what that might mean for us. He brushed it off, a flicker of something unspoken in his eyes. Everything feels uncertain at the moment. It's deeper, a secret bond. Person who sees everything beneath the surface. Someone I can confide in, not just about the business, but about this secret longing I can't quite shake. Do you understand what I mean? Truly does. I nodded, my heart racing with unspoken desires. It was like stepping into a hidden world. Just the two of us, bound by an unspoken connection. The powerful leader and the ambitious planner. The dreamer and the daring. His eyes sparkled with a hint of relief, as if a weight had been lifted, yet the unspoken tension lingered between them. Perfect, perfect. He fell quiet once more, his finger drumming softly against the arm of his chair, lost in thoughts that felt too heavy to share. The office held its breath, the soft hum of machinery mingling with the haunting wail of a siren echoing through the city, a reminder of the world outside that felt so far away. Then he crossed a line I never thought he would. He leaned in, uncertainty flickering in his eyes. Would you dare? I know it might be bold of me, but would you consider reading something I wrote? Fleeting moment. My heart raced as I caught sight of him. He longed for me to immerse myself in his verses. Is it time? I Yes, I breathed, caught off guard, yet irresistibly drawn in. Absolutely, Robert, it would mean the world to me. His hand brushed the low coffee table, fingers grazing the edge of a slim, worn leather notebook, partially concealed beneath a stack of financial reports. I had never seen it coming. He lifted it with a tender touch, his fingers lingering on the worn gold letters, as if afraid to disturb the secrets within. Only initials. Gem. He turned the pages slowly, a tension in the air, then stopped, caught in a moment of hesitation. He kept it from me. Instead, he cleared his throat softly, and in a hushed, tender voice, so unlike his usual authoritative tone, he began to read. It was brief, just a whisper of words. The city at dawn held a breathless hush, a fleeting moment before the chaos, as the sun's first light kissed the glass towers with a tender touch. His voice was raw and unguarded, allowing the weight of his words to linger in the air. And they couldn't help themselves. Their words wrapped around me, stirring a longing so deep I could almost taste the rain-soaked streets and feel the chill of dawn's embrace. It was unexpectedly touching, evoking a profound sense of loneliness and hidden beauty that struck a chord within me, a soul often adrift in the mundane rhythm of corporate life. As he finished, his gaze lifted, a mix of caution and longing in his eyes, seeking my response. The air hummed with an electric tension, a fragile moment where secrets and desires intertwined, revealing the heart of an artist laid bare. In that fleeting moment, my voice surged with an intensity one never expected. Robert, my heart races at the mere thought of you. I whispered, my voice heavy with feeling. It was truly beautiful. Your talent is undeniable. A hesitant smile tugged at his lips, warmth flickering in his gaze. It changed him, casting away the weight of his years, revealing a youthful spark beneath the surface. Thank you, Margaret, he whispered, his voice laced with unspoken longing. Thank you for everything. He shut the notebook softly, a tender feeling lingering in the air. That moment was everything. A boundary shattered. What we had was genuine, a connection that transcended the mundane world of spreadsheets and profit margins. He revealed a secret piece of himself, and I could only hope I honored it as it deserved. His eyes flickered to the clock, a reminder of the time slipping away. Oh no, time has slipped away from us. I've held you here far too long, Margaret. Sorry. Absolutely not, I replied hastily, rising to my feet as he did. The spell had weakened, the boundaries of CEO and employee creeping back, yet the unspoken bond lingered, electric and undeniable. Thank you once more, he murmured, guiding me to the door, for hearing me, for seeing me. Whenever you need me, Robert, I whispered, locking eyes with him. He held the door for me, and as I emerged into the softly lit hallway, his voice dropped to a whisper, laced with an enticing secret. Margaret, there's something more, something I've been longing to share with you. Maybe somewhere away from prying eyes. My steps wavered. Beyond the confines of the office. What comes next? The impossible, it appeared, was just beginning. Beyond the confines of the office. They escaped my lips, unexpected and laced with a thrill of danger. My heart raced, caught between the lingering words and the unexpected twist of the CEO's departure, leaving me in a whirlwind of confusion. What more could exist between us? Robert's smile was warm yet tinged with a hint of longing. I swear, Margaret, there's nothing to worry about. Some words are meant to be whispered in the shadows, not within these confines. He waved his hand, a hint of longing in his eyes, as if the sterile walls held secrets they could never share. Maybe we could steal a moment for coffee later this week. Or perhaps a secret lunch just for us. The invitation hung in the air, charged with significance yet somehow effortless, a whisper of the closeness we had just shared. This was more than just a meeting request from my CEO. It was as if Robert was reaching out to Maggie, a moment charged with unspoken longing. Coffee would be fine, I heard myself say, a rush of warmth enveloping me, as if the moment held a secret just for us. The initial anxiety faded, giving way to a deep curiosity and, if I'm truthful, a whisper of significance that felt almost wrong. Perhaps Thursday morning, then. Before everything changed. Flawless. He nodded, a silent agreement hanging in the air, charged with unspoken feelings. There's a hidden spot, the Daily Grind, just a few blocks down Maple Street. It was a still moment, just before the world stirred, a hush that felt almost sacred. I can feel it deep inside. Thursday at 8 feels just right. Perfect. Thank you once more, Margaret. For all that we can't have. His gaze lingered on mine, a heartbeat longer than it should have, brimming with a silent gratitude that stirred something forbidden within me. Good night, Robert, I whispered, my heart aching with unspoken words. Sweet dreams, Maggie. His voice wrapped around my nickname, binding us in a moment that felt both thrilling and dangerous. I walked back through the nearly deserted office floor. The familiar rows of dark monitors and empty chairs felt charged with an unspoken tension tonight. The fluorescent lights buzzed softly. The gray carpet beneath my feet felt different now, as if everything had shifted in an instant. In the midst of my mundane routine, a hidden garden blossomed, unveiled by someone I never expected. The next day and a half slipped away in a haze of routine. Work, meetings, emails, spreadsheets, but everything felt achingly off. In a fleeting moment during the management meeting, I caught a glimpse of Robert. He was as captivating as ever, his intensity cutting through the air, analyzing the quarterly reports with an almost magnetic allure. But now my heart saw him in a way it shouldn't. His fingers danced softly on the table, a quiet rhythm only I could hear. The way he tilted his head, lost in thought, made my heart race. In those brief seconds when his gaze wandered, I wondered what unspoken words filled his mind, a secret melody just for us. Our eyes locked for a fleeting moment across the polished table, a silent spark of connection before we both turned away, hearts racing with unspoken longing. Our love was a whisper, concealed yet undeniable. Thursday morning broke, fresh and radiant, a sweet escape from the gloom of Tuesday's rain. My heart raced as I walked those few blocks to the Daily Grind, nervously adjusting my blazer. It wasn't a date, but the weight of the moment lingered between us, charged with unspoken feelings. The cafe felt intimate, the air thick with the scent of brewing coffee and the soft whispers of those who dared to linger in the early hours. Exposed brick walls, mismatched wooden tables, local art scattered like secrets, a world apart from the stirring solutions we crave. I found Robert in the corner, alone with his black coffee, lost in thought as he stared out the window. He stood there, not in his usual power suit, but in a simple, well-cut charcoal sweater and dark trousers, an unexpected softness that stirred something deep within me. He seemed so close, so real. His eyes met mine, and he rose, a smile that felt both warm and dangerous spreading across his lips. "Maggie, I'm glad you're here." "Morning, Robert," I said, taking a seat across from him. I called out for my familiar Earl Grey, a small comfort in this fleeting moment. For a fleeting moment, we lingered in silence, the soft sounds of clinking mugs and the gentle hiss of the espresso machine wrapping around us like a secret. "So," I started softly, "what is it you wanted to talk about?" He lingered over his coffee, the warmth in his hands matching the tension in the air, before finally responding. "It's about this transition," he murmured, his voice barely above a whisper. "The possibility of retreat, and the unspoken beauty of it all." He leaned in closer, his gaze intense. "Margaret, leaving Sterling isn't merely about the logistics. It's a matter of the heart. It's been who I am for so long." He tapped the side of his head, the writer within him stirring. "I've kept him hidden from the world, but this chapbook feels like a daring first step, teasing me with its implications." He stopped, his gaze locking onto mine. "What I really want to know, away from the office, is if you'd be open to being my confidant, not just for the business plans we'll have to tackle, but for this. For finding a way to blend these two worlds of my heart, or how to transition softly from one to the other. Person who understands the depths of both worlds now. Review means everything to me. It wasn't about inviting me to share the helm or shape the future. It felt easier, yet carried a deeper weight. He sought a secret keeper, someone to share in the quiet moments of his transformation, offering a touch of warmth and understanding along the way. It was a plea born from the deep respect and trust that had quietly ignited between us. A rush of warmth enveloped me. In the cold, calculated realm of corporate ambition, this connection burned with undeniable intensity. He wasn't using his power. He reached out, yearning for a touch that felt both thrilling and wrong. "Robert," I whispered, locking eyes with him, the weight of unspoken feelings hanging between us. "It would mean everything to me. Really. Anything I can do to help you navigate this, I will." The relief that washed over his face was undeniable. "Thank you, Maggie. Signifies." So much was said in that hour, our words weaving a connection that felt both thrilling and wrong. He shared his passion for writing, the depths he delved into, and the dedication it demanded. A different kind of challenge, yet just as consuming. I opened up about my children carving their own journeys, and my own silent musings on what lies ahead after the whirlwind of work and family life. It was something more, something that whispered of secrets and longing. Two souls, bound by age yet separated by circumstance, whispered their fears and dreams for what lay ahead. As we rose to depart, the morning chaos swirling around us, Robert lingered by the door. "You know," he said, a hint of longing in his voice, "it's funny. You share years with others, believing you understand them completely. Then one day, everything changes, and you catch a glimpse of them that makes your heart race." I smiled. "It's amusing," I replied softly. "And at times it's truly magical." He nodded, a sincere, carefree smile brightening his features. Yes, it is." As I walked back toward the towering glass building of Sterling Solutions, it seemed to transform before my eyes. Less daunting, maybe. It was merely a workplace, yet each person held their own concealed tales, their own silent verses. My boss, the CEO, penned lines about the first light kissing the skyscrapers. He confided in me, revealing a secret that forged an unexpected bond, quietly transforming my ordinary existence into something deeply meaningful. It was without a doubt surreal. Yet, the most surreal part wasn't merely his words. It was the lingering thrill of possibility, a whisper that even in the most ordinary places, something forbidden and beautiful could ignite, revealing a connection that felt both exhilarating and dangerous. As I stepped back into the familiar hum of the office, I couldn't help but feel that this was a story meant to be whispered, a secret longing waiting to unfold.